Just what is that in the air? It flew right over the Golden Gate Bridge today, and it could help make your commute easier.
I'm meteorologist Sandy Patel. Temperatures and heat risk on the rise starting this weekend. I'll have a look at the forecast coming up.
Parents and students at 6 San Jose schools are holding their breath right now. Will their campuses close?
A man is shot by Santa Rosa police. Eyewitnesses are telling us what they saw. I'm Cornell Bernard. A live report is coming up.
From ABC7, live breaking news.
Shots rang out, 2 shots in quick succession. I was like, I wonder if that's in the neighborhood. It sound pretty close by.
He heard the shots. New at 6, you'll see how this police shooting unfolded. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Dan Ashley.
And I'm Larry Beal. We're getting our first look at pictures of the shooting just as it happened because a newspaper photographer happened to be doing a ride-along at the time. Take a look right here. These pictures taken by a Santa Rosa Press Democrat photojournalist who was on the ride-along with the officer. Police say this all began with a confrontation between police and the individual believed to be homeless. The officer first used her taser, then her firearm.
The man is in critical condition. Now, this happened on 10th Street, not far from the downtown area. ABC7 Eyewitness News reporter Cornell Bernard was first on the scene, and he's live now in Santa Rosa with new information. Cornell?
Yeah, Dan and Larry, police tape literally just came down about 3 minutes ago here in the downtown neighborhood where that officer-involved shooting took place. We talked to a witness just a few minutes ago. That man who was shot now fighting for his life. Okay.
He's all the way over here acting all crazy.
Brian Jones says he witnessed a man get shot by a Santa Rosa police officer. Jones says the man was agitated and acting aggressively.
The officer chased after a person but tased, but that didn't work. And then all of a sudden, though, it's like the suspect came after her. And then other than that, though, she had no choice but to deploy.
2 successive shots, gunshots, and don't know what caliber, but it must have been pretty strong.
DoorDash driver Josh Opencar heard the gunshots near 10th and Washington Streets in downtown Santa Rosa. Got your attention?
Absolutely, yeah, and I saw the police come through, more police coming to the scene apparently.
Shots fired, suspect down. I need code 3 medical to my location.
Clothes and shoes are scattered on the street where the officer-involved shooting happened. It began with a call from a neighbor.
So the individual was reported as someone who was unwanted and sleeping on the street and blocking a driveway. When the officer got here, they contacted the individual. He was non-compliant.
Police say the man was aggressive and there was a physical struggle with the officer.
At one point, the officer deployed their taser to try and overcome what was occurring. That didn't work initially. The conflict continued, and ultimately the officer fired their firearm.
Police say the man was transported to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. And we're told that man just got out of surgery. He is still listed in critical condition. Still lots of questions here. Did the man have a weapon? How many shots were fired? Police are not saying. The officer involved is now on paid administrative leave. And as per protocol here in Santa Rosa, the investigation now being taken over by the Sonoma County Sheriff's Department. We're live in Santa Rosa tonight. Cornell Bernard, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Cornell, thank you. Today, the parents of the 4-year-old boy who was killed in a chain reaction crash last year in Berlingame filed a wrongful death lawsuit. That civil suit names the city of Berlingame, the 19-year-old driver, as well as the parents of the 11-year-old boy on an e-bike who was also involved in this crash. ABC7 Eyewitness News reporter Luz Pena was able to get a copy of the complaint and has the details.
2 months after the San Mateo County District Attorney's Office declined to file criminal charges against the 19-year-old driver that crashed and killed 4-year-old Aiden Feng, his parents are seeking justice.
They decided to not hold anyone accountable. So civil litigation, unfortunately, is the only path for achieving any measure of justice.
In August of 2025, the 19-year-old drove onto the sidewalk outside of the restaurant where Aiden was eating with his family. The crash caused by the teen's SUV being hit by an e-bike. Aiden's family suing the city of Berlingame, the 19-year-old and her parents, as well as parents of the 11-year-old e-bike rider.
With the city of Berlingame, there was a very clear situation that they knew people exiting this parking lot had a blocked line of sight. Inside the lawsuit, the family wants to see restrictions on children driving e-bikes. Number three, they want to emphasize that even when your child is a teenager and they get their license, that doesn't mean they're safe.
The lawsuit claims the driver was on a prescription drug that is known to impair judgment, especially when driving. The driver was not charged. Yet the city of Berlingame did make one change after the crash.
The city did remove one parking spot on the left, but we don't believe that's enough. We believe they should also remove them on the right.
We contacted the mayor of Berlingame and a number of city representatives for comment and have not heard back. Holding on to each other, Ming Fang and Tinting Lu said they hope their civil lawsuit will lead to changes that protect other families.
We present an opportunity to make changes, which came clearly in a message Aiden left himself. In this legal tower that he built just 2 days before he died, he asked to protect our city.
In Berlingame, Luz Peña, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
New at 6, San Francisco firefighters are investigating the cause of a house fire in the city's Sunset District. Happened around 1:30 this afternoon at a home on 25th Avenue near Judah Street. Sky 7 video shows firefighters putting water on the roof as smoke came pouring through the rooftop. Crews put out the flames within about 10 minutes' time. They made quick work of this. No one was hurt and no one was displaced.
An I-Team update now. The woman suing Daly City over a fence that she put up at Thornton State Beach had a setback in court today. The judge granting Daly City a change of venue, moving that case from San Francisco to San Mateo County. Yutong Emily Wen told the court she could not get a fair hearing in San Mateo County. Now she'll also have to pay $2,400 of Daly City's legal fees.
I think people have been genuinely confounded and frustrated how someone could just arbitrarily put up a fence over people's properties and then to block public access to a beach.
Daly City removed the fence about 3 weeks ago after complaints from the public. Wen had it installed after getting a 1/24th ownership share of the land. Now, still no sign of Wen's partner, Luke Brugnara, who faces an arrest warrant for making threats at the property as a felon in possession of a firearm. Brugnara told the I-Team he knew nothing about the firearm. Reminder, you can get in touch with the ABC7 Eyewitness News I-Team. All you have to do is go to abc7news.com/I-Team.
This week, the San Francisco School Board approved the new contract for its teachers, as we reported, and the California Department of Education signed off on it as well. It includes wage increases and fully funded health care. However, the health care component hinges on a 20-year parcel tax that's going to expire in 2 years, in 2028. If it is not renewed next year, the two sides will likely have to return to the bargaining table to sort it out. 6 schools in San Jose's biggest school district are on the chopping block as the Board of Education weighs their future tonight. ABC7 Eyewitness News South Bay reporter Dustin Dorsey is live with the latest before this board meeting. Dustin?
Yeah, Dan, that meeting is just starting right now as we speak for the San Jose Unified Board of Education. They'll be voting on whether or not to delay the school closure decision until later this month. Now, which schools are up for closure, as well as that decision to delay, that came down from the Schools of Tomorrow Committee.
It's not schools of tomorrow. It is schools closing for tomorrow.
A San Jose Unified School District Committee has recommended closing or moving 6 schools. Canoas, Empire Gardens, Gardner, Lowell, and Terrell Elementary Schools could close. The Hammer Montessori Magnet Program would relocate. Some 1,600 students could be impacted. The committee previously recommended closing as many as 9 schools.
Mostly underserved students who are in SDC programs, which are special day classes, students who are Black and brown, students who are homeless, students who are in the foster care system. Most of those, the people who are going to be impacted, are those students.
Cynthia Magana's second grader is one of 4 children who have attended Gardner Academy.
This school has been part of your family for 20 years. What would it mean to see the doors close?
It would be sad if these kids lose this school. I feel like, this new generation, a lot of kids are already falling into drugs and all that. And I feel like this would have a huge impact.
The committee has met 8 times since December with loud input from families. In a letter to the district, committee members say they've considered enrollment, travel, and demographics among other criteria. Superintendent Nancy Albron told families in a letter of her own, quote, "By working together, we can create a vision for elementary education that gives every student the strongest possible foundation for the future." Maeve Naughton is a parent of a Terrell Elementary student. She said the entire process has been plagued with misrepresentation, corruption, and confusion, which leave children vulnerable. Naughton says delaying the vote is not a victory and says parents will continue to fight until a decision is made.
The only time it's going to be a victory is on the 26th when we get the vote saying no, do not close the schools.
Now it is expected that the board will pass that vote this evening to delay that decision. And if that is in fact the case, the vote to close those 6 schools will happen on March 26th. We're live in the San Jose Bureau. Dustin Dorsey, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
All right, Dustin, thank you. More education news. No school today for students in the Dublin Unified School District. This is a pre-planned day off, but it does coincide with their teachers' 4th day on strike. Tomorrow, there is no school. The earliest kids could resume regular classes, therefore, is Monday, and that's only if a deal is reached between teachers and the district.
What a day to be outside. I mean, look, this is spectacular back
Just
here.
Picture perfect.
Yes.
Sky 7 found a lucky couple on a pedal boat. Look at this, out in Golden Gate Park. That looks like fun. It was one of those postcard days in San Francisco.
And the warm weather is about to get even warmer.
If you can believe that. ABC7 meteorologist Sandy Patel is here with the numbers. Hi, Sandy.
Hi there. Yeah, you know what, Dan and Larry, these numbers for today are in the comfort zone. That's not going to be the case starting next week. Let me show you a live picture, everyone. Good evening. It's a nice day to be out on the bay, no doubt about it. This is the view from our SkyStar camera at Fisherman's Wharf. It's a beautiful day. High temperatures in the low 80s for the warmest spots, so the warming trend did continue. 83 in Concord, 77 in San Jose, 79 Santa Rosa, 70 in the city, 76 in Oakland. Taking a look at those temperatures right now, still in the 60s to 80s. So retaining some of that weather, the warmth as we head into 9:15, 50s and 60s. Occasional high clouds will continue to move in. Tomorrow starts out cool, and then it is a mild afternoon, not quite as warm as it was today. Don't get too used to that idea, because Sunday those numbers are going to rise. It's going to be much warmer, 70s and 80s for many areas, and that's when that heat risk will go into the minor to moderate category. The heat risk will actually expand by Monday, and more areas will be in the moderate category. I'll be back with a look at the temperatures coming right up. Larry, Dan?
Thank you, Sandia. Can they go all the way? Next, the unbeaten Bay Area basketball team getting a chance in the national spotlight. Also ahead.
Today is a landmark achievement for our company and a dream come true for me.
That dream come true could make your commute easier. Next, a look at the future of flying cars right here in the Bay Area. Well, here we go. Flying taxis are one step closer to reality. Santa Cruz company Joby Aviation is one of 3 companies to get federal approval to begin real-world testing. Today, ABC7 Eyewitness News reporter Gloria Rodriguez saw a test flight over San Francisco, and she is here with the story. Gloria.
Yeah, you know, it was pretty incredible to see a flying car in real life, not on the Jetsons or something like that, but you could see some of the footage right there. A Northern California company is trying to make flying taxis an option for commuters very soon, and today they got one step closer.
Joby Aviation's air taxi soaring over San Francisco. This is a test flight, but in the near future, it could help you get to work in the Bay Area quickly and quietly.
It's here and it's happening right now, and that's what's so remarkable and so exciting.
The aircraft flying near iconic Bay Area sites Thursday, including the Golden Gate Bridge, as it made its way from Oakland. Joby CEO and founder Joe Ben Bever says he's been envisioning this type of flying car since he was a boy. He says ever since he founded the company 16 years ago, he's dreamt of such a special day.
Flying right here in San Francisco past this iconic landmark of the Golden Gate Bridge. And so today is a landmark achievement for our company and a dream come true for me.
The Federal Aviation Administration announcing the Northern California-based company was selected for its new electric vertical takeoff and landing integration pilot program. Joby will start operations in as soon as 3 months in 10 states, helping, for example, with cargo delivery in Florida and medical operations in North Carolina. This clears the path for commercial air taxi flights, which would cut down the commute for so many of us. Joby's DDA Papadopoulos says an hour journey on the roads could turn into 10 minutes or less in the air.
It's an aircraft that is operated by one pilot and has room for up to 4 passengers. It's very similar, it looks the same, it operates the same, so you're going to really get a real-life experience of what this looks like when hopefully one day in the near future you're on it.
And you're probably wondering when you'll be able to take one of these flying taxis in San Francisco. Well, it is still unclear, but when they start operating here, I'm told it would cost about the same as an Uber Black. The company wants to make the service accessible, and I'm told that they're also looking into autonomous operations in the future, so that would mean no pilots on board. Live in the studio, Gloria Rodriguez, ABC7 Eyewitness News. So, Larry, who knows, we might soon be taking these air taxis.
No pilots? Gloria, you go first. Thank you. Cal State East Bay men's basketball team has made history, becoming the first NCAA Division II team in 30 years to go undefeated in the regular season. Their next game tomorrow night, opening round of the NCAA Division II tournament. And today, ABC7 Eyewitness News reporter Suzanne Fawn spoke to the team about their historic season and what still lies ahead.
The CSU East Bay Pioneers, they're moving fast. They've got high energy and high hopes.
Every day we just keep working, keep grinding, and hopefully win a national championship title.
The team's leading scorer, Tyree Campbell, was just named Regional Player of the Year on Thursday afternoon.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
The Pioneers' perfect season, 30 wins and 0 losses, is turning heads and capturing the national spotlight as they embark upon the NCAA Division II Regionals Friday. CSU East Bay is hosting the games.
Right now, we're actually the only undefeated team in the country, regardless of level. So pretty exciting times.
People are talking about CSU East Bay men's basketball team and its remarkable rise. Some say the shirt spells it out loud and clear.
Like first day of practice, we had guys that were ready to go, ready to buy in, and I think we all put our egos down very quickly and bought into what our coaches were trying to imply to us so we can just win games. And so far we've done that 30 times, so it's working for us.
It's been a build. It hasn't been about just one game. It's from day one when we've come together.
2 players, Matt Williams and Terrence Haywood, joined the team from Sonoma State after their sports department was disbanded.
And it's one of the best decisions that we've ever made in recruiting.
Both just very, very good dudes and even better, like really good basketball players. And they stepped up for us in very big moments this year.
Now they're all playing together in the quest for a national title.
We told our guys very early on as we started to get momentum is the story has been written. We just have to make sure that we follow that journey, we follow the path. And what is that about? It really is rooted in playing for one another.
It'll mean everything. That's the cherry on top. That's what I came here to East Bay to do, is to win a title. And it would just be special, for the city of Hayward, for the coaching staff, and just the university in general, which would be huge.
In Hayward, Suzanne Fawn, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
That is such a great story.
Yeah, great season. Great season.
Good luck. All right, let's talk about the weather forecast. Hot and getting hotter.
Yeah, I saw Sandy before the show, and I said, it's too hot already. And she said, buckle up, Buttercup.
Says the guy, Larry and Dan, who sits by the pool and enjoys the heat, right? Good evening, everyone. Let's take a look at a live picture right now from our Emeryville camera. We have got a lot of sun out there, just a gorgeous view as we look right now, a little hazy outside. Let's talk about beyond the heat that is coming up for next week. La Nina advisory was just issued by the Climate Prediction Center. Remember, La Nina is cooler than average sea surface temperatures near the equator. Last month, La Nina was present. Now we're going to transition to neutral conditions May through July. An El Nino watch has been issued as there's a 62% chance of it going June through August, emerging and then lasting through the end of this year. So the strength is going to be uncertain at this point. They're saying it's a 1 in 3 chance of a strong event between October and December. So stay tuned, as you will be hearing more about this in the coming months. We know what's happening now, though. The warming trend continued today. High pressure getting closer to us, the storm track well into the Pacific Northwest. Now that ridge is really going to start to build on Sunday, and it is going to be reflected in those temperatures as we continue to see that ridge strengthening. Right overhead on Tuesday, that's when we'll likely see some of our hottest weather of the year so far. And really, that ridge doesn't budge much, so much of California will have to deal with the heat. Beautiful view from our Mount Tamcam, sunshine and high clouds, mid to upper 60s from San Francisco to Oakland. Really mild in San Jose, 73, right now 59 in Half Moon Bay. From our South Beach camera, we are seeing blue sky. Temperatures in the 70s from Santa Rosa to Napa, upper 70s Concord and Livermore, San Mateo Bridge. It's a hazy view. Tomorrow, filtered sun, a one-day cool down. This weekend, warming back up. The heat risk will be rising, and next week, it's going to be warm to hot with records likely. Your temperatures in the morning in the 40s and 50s. You're going to see partly cloudy skies to start the day, but that'll be the coolest point. Tomorrow afternoon, not quite as warm as today. We'll go mid-60s to the upper 70s, a mix of sun and high clouds. Here's your AccuWeather 7-day forecast. It's a cooler afternoon at the coast, and then going back up for the second half of your weekend into next week. Well, you'll notice it's going to be beach weather. Around the Bay shoreline, it's going to be in the 70s first, and then the 80s on Sunday, and near 90 on Tuesday. We are expecting very warm conditions, risk of heat illnesses for sensitive people, and records are likely. Inland areas, you're going to go from the 80s to the 90s. I know we need rain. I don't see it. Summer-like heat is expected. So Larry and Dan, we're all going to have to prepare because our bodies aren't used to this in March.
Quickly, right?
This quickly. Right. And San Jose could see some low 90s, which would be the first time this has ever happened in March.
In San Jose?
In San Jose.
All right. Thank you, Sandy.
What's up, Oakland? Hello!
Coming up, a celebration of all things Oakland in honor of Alyssa Liu. Stay with us.
Well, this was incredible today.
Right.
The rally outside Oakland City Hall to celebrate hometown Olympic champion Alyssa Liu.
Yeah, the turnout was fantastic. The figure skater returned home to thousands of cheering fans.
What's up, Oakland? Hello!
Alyssa was also given a key to the city. Oakland leaders calling her an American hero. Raised in Oakland, she trained in Oakland, and she graduated from the Oakland School for the Arts.
We have a young sister who has showed us what it means to live life with excellence and beauty on her own terms.
I love Oakland. I've been here all my life. I literally walk through here every day to get to the city center for lunch from the rink over there. I could not be more proud to represent Oakland out on the big stage at Olympics. And I want to thank y'all for the support and the love. I feel it. So thank you, guys.
She is absolutely awesome. The rally also featured performances from Oakland celebrities like Kehlani and remarks from Olympic figure skating legend Christy Yamaguchi.
I don't think that I can take it, 'cause it took so long to bake it, and I'll never have that recipe again.
16-year-old Abayomi Lewis, who's on American Idol, sang Donna Summer's MacArthur Park, which Liu skated to when she won gold at the Olympics. So that's the tie-in. Lewis goes to Oakland School for the Arts as well and is a semi-finalist on Idol. So watch it on Monday at 8 p.m. right here on ABC7.
The Oscars coming up this weekend right here on ABC7 as well. Coming up, a look at how to protect potential targets here in California after word of a new threat from Iran.
Also here, the latest on a deadly attack on a synagogue near Detroit. Breaking news update, a fiery attack today at a synagogue near Detroit was a targeted act of violence. That word this evening from the FBI. Investigators say a man deliberately drove his vehicle packed with explosives into Temple Israel, which was quickly engulfed in flames. 30 officers were treated for smoke inhalation, and the vehicle hit and injured the head of the synagogue's security team. The synagogue also has a daycare and a preschool. After the ramming, security opened gunfire, and the suspect was later found dead.
The security staff did an amazing job. An amazing job. They stopped the threat. No kids, no staff were hurt.
The vehicle is registered to a Michigan man originally from Lebanon. The exact motive for the attack is under investigation.
At least one person is dead, 2 others injured after a shooting at a university in Virginia today. This happened at Old Dominion University in Norfolk, not far from Virginia Beach.
We do everything that we can to protect the students here. Every one of these kids are my kids. And I treat them the same way and protect them the same way as I would my own children that are away at college.
Investigators say the shooter is a former Army National Guardsman who was convicted of giving material support to ISIS. Police say the gunman opened fire inside one of the university halls just before 11 this morning and was found dead minutes after officers arrived.
Overseas, it's day 13 of the war with Iran, and all eyes now on the unrelenting attacks on oil tankers and ships in the region.
And now Iran state media is reporting there's a statement from Iran's new Ayatollah. ABC News reporter Olivia Rubin has all the details.
Today, Iran escalating its attacks, now targeting oil tankers in the Persian Gulf. Allahu Akbar! Iran's Islamic Republican Guard claiming to have struck the tanker Safasi Vishnu, seen here in videos circulating online. The ship engulfed in flame. Come! 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 Frantic rescue crews throwing life preservers to the crew who jumped overboard. Come, my friend, come this side, this side. It's just one of 2 tankers struck today. Iran also attacking Oman's biggest oil storage facility. These videos showing the blaze. And now, for the first time today, a purported message from Iran's new supreme leader, Mojtaba Khamenei. An anchor woman on Iranian state media reading what they say is his first public statement, defiantly avowing to avenge the deaths of Iranians killed in the war, attack U.S. military bases in the region, and keep the vital Strait of Hormuz blocked. Khamenei hasn't been seen in public since the U.S. attack on the compound that killed his father. Israeli sources tell ABC News he was injured during the initial strikes of the war.
Honestly, we don't know that he's still alive. And quite frankly, I found it extremely odd that the first address from the newly elected supreme leader would be read through the voice of a woman and not show any pictures of him.
And Iran now warning that oil could hit $200 a barrel. That's more than double what it is today. Olivia Rubin, ABC News, Washington.
Lawmakers are raising concerns about potential Iranian retaliatory attacks targeting California. As we first reported yesterday, the FBI alerted law enforcement agencies that Iran aspires to conduct a drone attack against California and the western United States coast. Members of Congress, including East Bay Representative Eric Swalwell, are now demanding transparency.
When we first bombed Iran, I asked immediately, what is the plan? Trump, Rubio, Hegseth give different answers every single day. We had no plan on how to get in. We had no plan on why we were getting in, and we have no plan right now on how we exit.
Officials say there is no confirmed imminent threat, but the alert has events like the Oscars, which is expecting about 3,500 guests in Los Angeles this Sunday, stepping up security.
In the venue, outside the venue, and on the perimeter, we have more resources this year than any other year in the past.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said on X that the message to law enforcement was a tip based on unverified intelligence.
Rough day on Wall Street as the war with Iran continues to weigh on investors. Surging oil prices sent stocks tumbling. The Dow Jones down 739 points, hitting a low for 2026, closing under 47,000 for the first time this year. The Nasdaq dropped 404 points. The S&P 500 off by 103. The economic uncertainty surrounding the war with Iran is also hitting the housing market hard. Mortgage rates climbed to 6.1%, which is where they were 5 weeks ago. Recently, rates dipped below 6% for the first time in over 3 years. Be sure to check out our ABC7 Eyewitness News price tracker. We're tracking changes to things like gas prices. The tracker compares prices over the past decade and also has live updates when new data comes in. All you have to do is head to abc7news.com/price tracker.
All right, still ahead here. 7 on your side helps out Alyssa Liu. Well, not that Alyssa Liu. This Alyssa Liu. The problems that come from sharing the same name as the famous figure skater. Also ahead.
Main goal is to try and surprise people watching the Oscars with a few things.
Conan comes back, how he's preparing to host the Oscars for the second year in a row this weekend. We are counting down to the Oscars, which air this Sunday right here on ABC7. And for the second year in a row, comedian and TV host Conan O'Brien will serve as the host of Hollywood's biggest night.
Yeah, as you can see, he already helped roll out the red carpet, literally. ABC7 Eyewitness News reporter Alicia Vittorelli shows you what Conan has planned for his Oscars sequel.
And this year I know where the donuts are. I know my way around a little bit. And so I think that's going to be fun.
And that, Conan O'Brien says, is the start of a good sequel. His second straight starring role as host of the Oscars.
What a performance! I'm your host, Conan O'Brien. The key to me doing a good job is if I'm having a good time and doing things that I think are funny and enjoying myself in the moment, people tend to like seeing me in that situation.
When you're a celebrated comedian like Conan, the jokes have to land. So he takes them for a spin.
So I've been going to clubs for about 2 months now, trying material out, and that's really fun. I just go with a stack of potential Oscar jokes in my back pocket, and I try them out, sometimes in like a comedy club that's behind a bowling alley. I had a blast! Good night! Amazing!
Conan also has a few secrets up his sleeve.
Main goal is to try and surprise people watching the Oscars with a few things and do the kinds of things that I think are really funny and could get the crowd going. Those are the things that I live for.
Conan was also in one of the films this year. If I had legs, I'd kick you.
I don't respond to my clients' dream emails.
His co-star, Rose Byrne, is up for Best Actress. If she wins, he's ready.
It'd be really great. I've promised to do a backflip if she wins. And I've never done one in my life, and I think there's a good chance I'll be killed doing it. Wow, he's good!
Might not be too easy. He's like 6'4" or something, a big tall guy. Let's see how he does a backflip. Well, part of the Oscar coverage includes the red carpet pre-show hosted by Tamron Hall.
And she was on GMA this morning talking about what she's most excited about.
There are people around the world who will watch that night, many of them young folks who will say, I want to do that. I grew up in a tiny town, but this is where the night of dreams takes place.
So true. The Oscars, hosted by Conan O'Brien, will be live on ABC7 and streaming on Hulu this Sunday. And in the days to come, ABC7 Mornings anchor Amanda Del Castillo will bring you live reports from Hollywood leading up to the Oscars. On Sunday, coverage begins at 12:30 p.m.
Like Conan, I've been told I should try my sports catchphrases at a bowling alley. Will the sun shine on Oscar? With the way the weather's going, definitely. Sandy's forecast is next.
Maybe your whole sportscast.
As the world celebrates figure skater Alyssa Liu, a young woman in San Francisco is getting caught up in her celebrity orbit.
That's because she is also named Alyssa Liu. It's even spelled exactly the same way. And 7 on your side, Stephanie Sierra explains this Alyssa Liu even has been deemed an imposter on Instagram.
Oakland's own figure skating star Alyssa Liu dazzled the world with gold medal performances at the Winter Olympics in Milan, then returned home to throngs of Bay Area fans eager to show their love.
When she did win the gold medal, they just say like, oh, congrats on the gold. And I was like, I can't take credit for that, but I'm really happy for her.
This is the other Alyssa Liu. She's heard over the years of the young skating phenom from the East Bay who shares her name, spelled the same although pronounced differently. Now the skater has reached superstardom, admired by her fellow Gen Z members, including Alyssa.
In some ways, I feel like more inspired to be more positive in the way that she is, sort of because we share this part of our identity, like our name.
Now that Alyssa Liu has won gold, this Alyssa is getting online attention meant for the superstar.
Love just watching you, hoping to become friends, to kiss, hugs. I would get like message requests from people who are trying to contact Alyssa. Somehow they found my number online too.
Fans have offered congratulations, asking to meet her, leaving adoring voice messages like this.
Leave a message. We love you, Alyssa Liu.
Bye, Alyssa Liu. I love you.
Well, it's becoming annoying. And worse, her name caught the attention of Meta.
One day I logged into my account. It said that I had been suspended from Instagram and that I had 180 days to appeal this decision or else I would be banned permanently.
It happened the day after the famous skater reportedly posted a story on her own Instagram, warning of scammers creating fake accounts in her name.
Obviously, I was not contacting anyone or trying to pretend that I was her.
Alyssa says she's had that Instagram account for 15 years, ever since grade school, about the time the young skater was here at the Oakland rink, training for a future that would reach the stars.
Her popularity and fame has just exploded very suddenly, and I think it definitely was the impetus for me getting banned from Instagram.
Losing the account was a shock.
Kind of like a home base for all these really cherished memories I have. They're kind of snapshots of my life at different points in time. So when I thought about possibly losing it, I was really sad.
Alyssa filed an appeal, but Meta denied it, saying her driver's license wasn't enough proof of her identity. She then contacted ABC7 On Your Side. We told Meta Alyssa is no imposter, and a spokesperson agreed to try to restore her account. So far, it's still in limbo.
She represents our name very well. I think she's a great role model to look up to, but I would like to have my Instagram account back.
For 7 On Your Side, I'm Stephanie Sierra, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Come on, she's had the account for 10 years.
Yeah.
In this high-tech age, they can't figure out, look back and go, oh, she has a track record, she's posted pictures. Fix it, come on.
It shouldn't be,
I
mean, you should be able to do it in a few seconds. Fortunately, no imposter when it comes to weather. There's only one Sandia Patel, and we have her.
We do indeed.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan and Larry. There are a lot of Sandia Patels, just not on TV. Hi there, everyone. Downtown Los Angeles hit 92 degrees today. We're going to continue to deal with the heat in California. Southern California is still under a heat advisory, mid-80s to low 100s. That advisory going until 8 p.m. tomorrow. So they're expecting some more hot weather down south. I suspect that we will see a heat advisory here in the Bay Area as we go into next week. Tomorrow, Los Angeles, 91 degrees, 98 in Palm Springs. You want to go to South Lake Tahoe? 59 tomorrow. Here in the Bay Area, we are looking at temperatures that will range from the 60s to the 70s. So it's a cooler day. We will see some extra high clouds around. And then on Sunday, those numbers are going to bounce back. So 60s to 80s. Monday gets even warmer or hotter, if you will, into the low 90s, and Tuesday is going to be hot as well. The heat risk will go into the moderate category for those who are sensitive. Sunday going into next week. The AccuWeather 7-day for the coast. It's a one-day cool down, and then temperatures recover for the second half of your weekend. Warming continues through Tuesday. It's still going to be pretty warm for midweek around the Bay shoreline from the mid to the upper 70s and eventually getting up close to 90 degrees. That's when we're seeing the heat risk and the records. Inland areas, after a minor one-day cool down, we go warm and then hot. It's not even spring, and we're going to see summer-like temperatures. I mean, soaring 20-25 degrees above average with 90s next week.
Remember last year we had such a cool spring. This is complete opposite.
And March has been pretty warm so far.
And you heard it from the real Patel.
Thanks.
In sports, the 49ers welcome a receiver who believes he is the missing piece to a Super Bowl victory. Mike Evans is here, so which player did the best job of recruiting him to the Bay? That's next in sports. Mike Evans is a future Hall of Fame wide receiver, but in the present, he wants to win a Super Bowl. That's why he signed with the 49ers after 12 years with Tampa Bay. Evans meeting the local media today. He immediately becomes the best receiver on the Niners roster. Signed a 3-year deal, could be worth up to $60 million. But it turns out money wasn't necessarily what brought him to the Niners. George Kittle's recruiting and the belief that the Niners are this close to winning a Super Bowl helped Evans decide to join the red and gold.
I feel like they were one piece away, and I think that I'm that piece. And I look forward to coming here and improving that. The money was not the biggest factor for me. Like I said, it was just football and something that I can be excited about. I'm super excited every time I come to Levi Stadium and I see how the crowd is, and I see the energy that they bring and the rich history of the San Francisco 49ers. It just excites me. So I feel like it's giving me a second wind in my career.
Great acquisition. Familiar face returning to the Niners. Linebacker Dre Greenlaw is back after agreeing to a one-year deal reportedly worth up to $7.5 million. Greenlaw was drafted by the Niners in 2019, a lean, mean hitting machine alongside Fred Warner, but then he blew out his Achilles in the Super Bowl in 2024, then signed a one-year deal with Denver. Greenlaw hampered by injuries in Denver. His return gives the Niners much-needed depth at linebacker, and he arrives as Bryce Huff, the pass rusher, has decided to retire. To the ice we go. Sharks fighting for a playoff spot in Boston tonight. Former Shark Marco Sturm coaching the Bruins. First period, Team Teal with some awesome goals tonight. Michael Misa to William Eklund, back to Misa for his 6th of the year. Spectacular. This ain't bad either. Third period, already 3-0 Sharks. William Eklund, look at the stick handling there, then bats it out of the air into the back of the net. Sharks win 4-2. Well, the Warriors blew it down the stretch in their last 2 games. Bad losses to the Jazz and Bulls. The competition gets a lot tougher tomorrow night with the curryless Dubs hosting the T-Wolves. All of the Warriors' injuries have opened up playing time for L.J. Cryer, 6-foot guard. He was playing for Santa Cruz in the G League. This guy can shoot. Had a career-high 17 points against Chicago. Now, he did miss a key free throw in that game late, but L.J. confident about his ability.
Growing up, I've always been a smaller player, so you kind of had to figure out what works for me, and nothing's changed at each level. So I feel like the shots that I'm getting now has been the shots that I've always been able to get.
This, your late 30s, it's not the same running back and forth, side to side, back here, back there.
The crowd loved it.
Oh, that was fantastic. Like I said, it's one of the best points you'll ever see.
That is cool. All right, tonight on ABC7 at 8, it's 911, followed by 911 Nashville. Grey's Anatomy is on at 10. Then stay with us for ABC7 Eyewitness News at 11 o'clock, then Jimmy Kimmel Live. But that is this edition of ABC7 Eyewitness News. I'm Dan Ashley. We appreciate your time, and we'll see you at 11.
I'm Larry Beal. For the one and only Sandy Patel, the original, and all of us here at ABC7. Have a good night, and we will see you again at 11.